Christy Lynn Calvano is not your average pep band drummer. Sure, she reads the same music, plays the same tunes, and attends the same games, but there is something that sets this drummer apart from the rest. She only has one arm.
Born that way for no good reason. They still don't really know why, although I don't really ask. It doesn't, because I don't really care. It is what it is.
In high school, Calvano mastered the bass drum, playing every part with just her right arm, but her ultimate goal was to play the snare.
It just seemed like the next step.
Associate Director of Bands Elliot Tackett has been working with Calvano since the fall of 2009.
She's a very accomplished young musician who has a great attitude. It's hard enough when you are not someone who's disabled to strive with whatever you invest your time in. And the fact that she does have a disability and is able to be so proficient with her instrument, I think that she's an inspiration to a lot of people in the group.
But how does Calvano do it? Well, she's developed what she calls her own personal prosthetic.
Basically, I'll give you a kind of show real quick. So, the stick for the arm, or the drumstick, goes right here, and I fasten kind of like a wrist support around it that's adjustable with Velcro.
Prosthetics are a familiar subject to Calvano. When she's not playing the drum, she wears her own personal prosthetic, controlled by the muscles in her left arm. But there's now some new technology out there that has piqued Calvano's interest. The Island Pulse Bionic Arm is a prosthetic that can hold up to 200 pounds and is customizable with software.
It just offers a lot of different like hand positions, things that are just a lot more useful. And it's faster, it's a lot quieter, it looks more realistic.
But it also comes with a hefty price tag of $75,000.
I've asked my parents and we've asked insurance companies, and it's just a really expensive hand for these economic times. So my friends, my brothers, my sisters, my family here at NAU is kind of working as hard as they can to make it happen. So we'll see.
At first glance, you might want to feel sorry for Calvano, but she believes her disability has helped make her who she is today.
The circumstances that I've had to overcome because of my arm, because of the disability, I feel have been more enabling than any other experience.
So for now, Calvano is happy drumming to her own unique beat. After losing 9 seniors who led the Lumberjacks to 2 Big Sky championships and NCAA tournament berths, the NAU women's soccer team is looking to rebuild their program.
We dubbed that class the Foundation in 2008 because they were such a big class that came in 2007. They were extremely hardworking, blue-collar student athletes. They did extremely well in the classroom, and they basically laid the foundation for our program for what it is today.
This new Lumberjack squad is showing no sign of weakness after losing their foundation. Junior forward Jenna Samora says the desire to win is what helps motivate this squad.
Pretty much just to win another championship. It was hard this last year not to win. My class had never gone through that, and just have that drive and motivation knowing that we lost will keep us going, and everything we do this spring goes towards fall.
Everything, including weightlifting 3 days a week at 5:45 a.m., afternoon practices, conditioning, and a few spring games. But last year's loss to Sacramento State is fresh in these players' minds.
The feeling of making it to the finals and losing it at your home field, it was devastating. And if I could never feel that again, that would be amazing.
Despite the motivation and the hard work this spring, head coach Andre Luciano says the true test will come this fall.
I think spring kind of gives you a false sense of security of where you are because you don't really know what the group dynamic is going to be until the freshmen get on campus. But we have the mark and the makings of being very good.
The Lumberjacks will be able to showcase their new team in a brand new multi-million-dollar facility this fall. Midfielder Lauren Zalis looks forward to a consistent location for games and practices.
But I'm just really excited to have a facility that's kind of to ourselves, something that we can make our new home. We've been so used to trailers and just locker rooms under the stadium not even being there. It'll be nice to have just kind of consistency.
With their new facilities, new team, and new season, these Lumberjacks are ready to play. The legacy the foundation created is far from over as NAU looks to win their third Big Sky championship in just 4 years. For NAZ Today, I'm Jenna Galloway. Although the Arizona Diamondbacks finished their season in downtown Phoenix, their spring training schedule took place only a 30-minute drive from Chase Field at the Salt River Fields at Talking Stick Resort. Both teams and fans have enjoyed the experience. Construction for the new $120 million complex at the Salt River Fields began only 15 months ago. It is also the first Major League Baseball spring training facility built on Native American land. Salt River Fields associate producer David Gaskin says the Native community is proud of the new fields.
It's a very fan-friendly community that has fans very up close and personal with the players. So the Indian community takes pride in obviously having the first Major League Baseball field built on Indian soil.
With about 85% of seats covered in shade for the entirety of the game, several fans are happy with the new design.
I think it's nice. It has a lot of seating, a lot of shade, and it's a good ballpark to be at.
This is my first trip here, and it's fabulous.
The Salt River Fields are made up of 13 fields, 6 on each side of the stadium. With practices happening on these fields, fans are able to get an up-close look at professional baseball.
As mentioned, the 6 fields on each side. Those 6 fields are able to do bullpen sessions, batting practice, coaches doing little instructional videos and things like that. And the fans are up close, so they can actually see it. It's a good distance, 5-10 feet away. They can see what the players are actually doing.
Although the new stadium incorporates the Native American culture, shade, and a short drive from Phoenix, a few fans prefer the setup in Tucson.
Because I had attended spring training games down in Tucson, I liked the stadium down in Tucson because it seemed more family friendly. There was a lot more activities for kids to do. I'm not seeing that as much here. It is a nice stadium, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of grass space, but there was just a lot more for to keep the kids occupied.
Although fans have enjoyed their experience here at the Salt River Fields, they are looking forward to opening day at Chase Field. Recently, some former NAU football players were back on campus trying to make their dreams come true. Players, coaches, and scouts were on hand for the annual Pro Day. This day acts as a sort of measuring stick for pro scouts to decide if these athletes can be successful at the next level. Former NAU players gathered here at the NAU weight room to begin their pro day. They performed several different physical tests, including the vertical jump, broad jump, and bench press, and then they moved to the field. At the South Recreation Fields on NAU's campus, scouts ran each player through running drills, including the 40-yard sprint, L drill, and pro shuttle. Offensive players ran routes as quarterback Michael Herrick threw passes.
I thought I threw the ball well. The receivers out there I was throwing with, did great, ran great routes, caught the ball, and it was a lot of fun. I love doing this, and I hope I could get a chance to keep doing it.
Defensive lineman Michael Battisti says hard work and dedication is what it takes to transition from college to pro football.
It's a 24/7 thing. You sleep, eat, train, that's all we do.
Since football season ended in November, these men have dedicated their time to lifting, training, and conditioning. Head strength and conditioning coach Cody Hodgson says he's been helping a few of the players since January.
So they had a program, they came in here, I helped them with technique, and I helped them just, hey, what is this exercise? I don't know what it means. Once they are not our athlete anymore, which is right after season, the seniors then are free to do what they want to do. We're here for them if they want it.
So what happens now? Well, most of these players will continue working out and improving their game, waiting for that call from a professional team. Wide receiver Davion Curry Chapman says his hard work and dedication will benefit any team he's able to play for.
I think any team that gets Davion Curry Chapman is going to get a hard-working young man who's willing to do anything and everything to help the team win.
Although each of these players were successful at the collegiate level, NAU wide receivers coach and former NFL player Francis St. Paul says it takes a combination of things to make it to the professional level.
It's not just what you do on the pro day, it's what you've been doing ever since you came to NAU. It's your 4 years of work, so you can have a bad pro day and a great year and still get tickets.
Only time will tell if these former NAU standouts have what it takes to make it in the NFL. For NAZ Today, I'm Jenna Galloway.